So dudes, it's time for another episode of the Download Distilled, your daily recap of the top stories I covered today in our issue of the Download newsletter, all the news you need to know in the business of podcasting. Today I'm recycling, these are stories from another day. Don't read these. Good ones are on the back. All right, first up, Podscribe launches IPv6 tracking solution to prevent loss of up to 50% of podcast ad results. With the switch from IPv4 to IPv6 in full swing and gaining momentum, Podscribe points out that certain attribution solutions might not have the ability to track IPv6 addresses, so you might be losing a good chunk of your campaign, and encourages people to either use Podscribe's newly launched tool that tracks both, or contact their provider to make sure their provider has put something in place to handle that. I hear a bit of a music change. It's time for the Spreaker update of the day. Every issue of the Download Daily this year is sponsored by Spreaker from iHeart, and they share with us a little bit of data from behind the scenes to share with you. Today is a Wednesday, so we're talking RPM. That's revenue per mil or revenue per 1,000 downloads. And this week, the RPM is $53.19. Now, back to our stories. Next up, Amazon continues to drive streaming ad rates down, says Fox CEO. This comes from Lachlan Murdoch saying Amazon releasing all of their ad inventory onto the streaming world back in January has caused the overall price of streaming ads to come down. And finally, we have 4 ways creators have influenced, get it? Influence the 2024 election. This piece is about how things like live streaming and contentification of different political figures has become more of the norm. There is also data to suggest that Gen Z is far more likely to attribute what content they consume to part of their own identity, thus leading to them wanting to hear the political opinions of their favorite content creators, and also encouraging their politicians to become content creators themselves. That's it for today's episode of the Download Distilled. You can hear about every episode covered today and this week in general by going to soundsprofitable.com, and if I gesture up, you'll see that you can subscribe to the newsletter to get it in your inbox. You can also subscribe to the podcast version of the show and hear my dulcet tones read every story to you directly in the afternoon. Until next time, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with a new batch of news that I'll probably also write on a piece of paper. Bye.